Hey, what's up, guys? I'm sitting here bored with the quarantine, and I figured I'd start making some little update videos on here anyways, because I work on it every day. Here's just a little look at what's going on with it right now. We've got the roof primed and sealed and wet sanded with 400. I'm fixing to clean it with paint prep and then get it ready and have it sprayed tomorrow. I'm going to get the roof painted so that I can mask it off on the body lines up there and not have to worry about it anymore. And then I can go and do the rest of the body without any trouble. We've got everything masked off. I got my scaffolding up. This is just a project me and my son's been working on for a couple of years. I like trying to get my kids involved in things. It's a 1985 Dodge Ramcharger with a 1995 5.9 Magnum with a carb swap on it. I'll get more into detail of the motor after we get some of this paint stuff taken care of. Here's the hood. We're going to be molding the 6-pack hood scoop into it. And I think it's going to look pretty sweet when it's done. But if you got any questions or anything like that, you can always comment me and I'll try and get back to you. Right now it's in a pretty poor state. You gotta get everything ugly before you can get it pretty, right? Well, let me get to work on this roof wet sanding, getting fished up, and I'll show you that. Here are the fenders that I did. They look great, but this junky primer will not cure. You can sit there and scrape it off with your fingernail. So we're having to go and sand it all back down and start all over. Man, does that piss me off. That's so much work into those fenders. But I guess that's part of it, huh? Oh man, they're in 3/4 shape to begin with. There is rust right there I had cut out and welded in new. It looks pretty good. Sorry for the wind. There was a lot of rust patches I did on this that I don't have videos on, but you know, I figured not do anything else. It wouldn't hurt to make some videos of what I'm doing if anybody was interested in watching it. Man, does that suck. It's just all part of it. Paint prep it to get all this wax and grease and fingerprints off here. And it helps get rid of fish eyes and all kinds of stuff. Before you do anything, you make sure you got this clean surface as nice and smooth and clean as possible. Which we're not in a paint booth, so there will be dust no matter what we do, but that's what color sand and buffing's for. But this roof wasn't in too bad a shape when we started with it, so someone had one of those old visors on it. I took it off and welded up all the holes. I don't know, I just don't really care for the visors. It ruins the body lines on the ramchargers in my opinion. But a lot of people like them, so to each their own, I guess. We're getting this thing nice and cleaned up. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see some red on it. I'm painting it MF red. That's Massey Ferguson red, but I like to call it motherfucking red. I'm doing this, you know, I'm no professional at all, but I know enough to do the job. You want to make sure you get as clean as possible. Switch rags often. Use plenty of paint prep, wax grease remover. And you'll go over it with a sticky rag. I don't remember what they're called, sticky rag or something like that. And that removes all your lint and all that bullshit that's on there. That'd be the cat that showed up. We're gonna call him Salem, the shop cat. came out of nowhere, but can't just let an animal starve, so we fed it and watered it, and of course he's staying. That's looking pretty good so far. Clean it up nice. I think it's looking pretty good. The reason I'm doing the roof and masking it off instead of doing it all together is this thing's lifted 4 inches with 35-inch tires, and I'm 5'7". So this is not an easy thing to paint. Even on the scaffolding, it is a pain in the ass. So I'm knocking this out right now, taking it off. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm going to hop down here and switch to the other side and do the exact same thing. If I can get down here, then. You can turn it off if you want.
Yep.
Okay, we're moving on to the next side here and doing the exact same thing. So getting all this stuff where we're wet sanding, getting all this residue off of here. Plenty of paint and wax grease remover. It'll definitely help out. My son's helped me a lot with this project. He's helped me sand, put the motor in, all kinds of stuff we don't really have video of, but maybe after today we'll start recording some stuff for some people if they're interested. I hate being in this position. Kills my back. Here, hand me the camera real quick, Nathan. Here's a little look at what we're doing. Got it all cleaned up, ready. Look down here, you can kind of see some white stuff from where we were sanding. You want to get all that off. Spray it with an air hose, lint it. I mean, there's going to be dust. There's no way around that, but it makes it look better. And it makes the project move along and makes everything adhere better. So the roof turned out pretty good. Just a couple little hail damage and wound up them rust holes. It's not bad. There you go. All these little joints, crevices, try and do the best as you can. I really hope it turns out good. We put a lot of hard work in this thing. Learned a lot from it. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into this thing to make it what it is. And I hope one day we can drive this thing around and have some fun with it. Alright, you guys, we'll catch you tomorrow. We'll be doing some spraying, try and paint the red and see where it goes from there. Hopefully it'll turn out right, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, so we got our tack cloth here. We'll go ahead and spread it out a little bit. This is going to get all our dust and lint off. And we're going to go ahead and spray it off with the air hose. Try to get this thing as clean as possible for before we spray. These are real sticky. It picks up all kinds of dust and lint that's left on here. Get this thing cleaned up real quick. It's raining, so I don't know how much we're going to get filmed today. But we're going to do our best to show you what we can. Okay, we got our paint mixed up here. We're going to start pouring it in. I'll start spraying in just a minute. Now this is just a cheap single stage because we're going to use it as a truck. It will get used and abused. I just want it to look nicer than it was. Okay, we got our paint mixed up here. We're going to start pouring it in. I'll start spraying in just a minute. Now this is just a cheap single stage because we're going to use it as a truck. It will get used and abused. I hope it does. I just want it to look nicer than it was.
Bye.